Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Simple Minds Sports Show Friday Rewind live here Tuesday, October 14th. And welcome to your first place New England Patriots for the first time since Mac Jones went in there to Buffalo and got a win. People forget that, but it happened. And I'm just here to tell you, we're living on borrowed time. Patriots lead the AFC East, but we are living and they are living more accurately on borrowed time. And I'd like to talk to you about that tonight with you fine gentlemen, as always, Bobby and Ray. But as we do, we start with opening takes. Ray, why don't you kick us off this week?
Thank you there, Richard. And I'm going to be the angry guy on the porch, and I'm going to be waving my fist like this because I can't get behind it anymore. I'm going to sit on my take hard and strong like Bobby's mom sits on my erection on Tuesday nights. Drake May is in MVP talks, and I don't know where this is coming from, folks. He has not done anything to get into this talk. Yes, they're on a little bit of a winning streak. Yes, the team looks good. Yes, it's better than what we've had in years past. But the man should not be in MVP talks. I go on social media. I see it. I hear it on sports talk radio with Felger and Maz. Even fucking Greg Bedard's talking about, you know what? He might be in that MVP talk. What is going on? The guy has not even thrown for 300 yards in his career, and yet we are talking about MVP and Drake May. I can't take it anymore, and I'm going to be that angry douchebag from here on out.
Tough week to go on the old anti-Drake May train, but
yeah,
I like
that's fine
it.
By me.
I enjoy it. The Hyper Bowl is out of control here in New England. People are getting excited, and they should. They have good reason to. Bob, your opening take.
Well, it's starting to happen. I am developing a new favorite player, and that's Kayshon Boutte. I love this guy. Every time you throw him the ball, you know what he does? He fucking catches it. And every time it happens to be a big play. He's not always there. He isn't flashy, but he's developing into this deep threat for the Patriots. He's catching 20-yard touchdowns every other week. It seems like the sort of player we've never had, a downfield physical threat. It's the player they were always searching for when they brought in all these other guys and free agents that never worked out. It happened to be Kayshon Boutte. He's a lot of fun to watch, and he's my new favorite player.
Booty, rocking everywhere. I'll just go with how we open the show here for my opening take, living on borrowed time with the New England Patriots, but that's okay. You know why? Because they play quite literally the easiest schedule in the history of the NFL.
Right.
But they do have some shoring up to do in a number of areas here, offensively and defensively. The good news is they've got several weeks in front of them with soft landings where they should be able to do that. And if they're able to, then you're gonna be looking at a real nice playoff bound team here with a potential MVP candidate at quarterback.
Fuck you son of a bitch.
If they can't, then tunes will change certainly. So we'll do certainly a fair amount of Patriots Saints reaction talk tonight. We'll get into 10 questions from a guy named Rob. Looking around the league a little bit there. We've got early lines and a back-to-back Big Mac section, which never turns out very good.
Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad.
We've got early lines, which everybody really loves, and Dr. Big Mac's power rankings, which are always spot on. Then we'll finish it up strong with Simplest Minds of the Week, per usual. This is the Simple Minds Sports Show, Friday Rewind live, Tuesday, October 14th. Welcome to the show. I got something troubling on my Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. Everyone looks good tonight. Bobby's got a new room. No need to confirm that. We know. Ray, cute as a button. Never seen him look better. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, please rate, subscribe, review, smash the button. You know what to do. It's all about the algorithms these days. We appreciate it. As always, tell your friends, tell your mothers. And Ray's going to tell your mothers about fan favorite and I Love Boston Sports.
Yes, go check them out. Go to I Love Boston Sports to get all your Boston apparel for Celtics, Patriots, Bruins, and Red Sox. And wouldn't you know, they have some signings coming up. Go see Tommy DeVito, 1027, down at Granite Street, 250 Granite Street, Braintree, Mass, second floor across from North Face. You can go see Pop Douglas, Andy Borregales, Alex Austin, the best corner in the league, Anthony Jennings, TBD, who, could be something cool. Kyle Williams. And Del Pettis. So yeah, go check them out. Go down there and meet some of your faves down at I Love Boston Sports.
December 1st, TBD. Get the old question mark mystery guest.
Ooh, maybe it's us.
Maybe it's us.
Ooh.
Speaking of mystery guests, we can't start anywhere else in the 25-19 victory. Patriots over the Saints in the Dome, of which I attended. We can get to that at some point if you'd like. We can't start anywhere but the MVP frontrunner.
You fucking asshole.
Right.
I knew I shouldn't have said it. I knew I shouldn't have fucking said it.
Mr. Drake May. Although I did just see Patrick Mahomes is actually the odds-on favorite for MVP right now, which
that's another baffling thing. Why would he be fucking front runner? Why wouldn't it be fucking Daniel Jones, who's leading the Indianapolis Colts to a 5-1 record?
Jones, the God who
Baker
slings
Mayfield.
the rock like I sling dick up your mother's ass.
Bang. And I think he means crack. She looks good. Drake May, 18 of 26, 261 yards. That's under 300. Yep. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 9 carries for 28 yards, and fully just carrying this team. Currently, he does rank 4th in ratings for quarterbacks in the NFL. 112.5. He's got 1,500 yards, got a 73.2 completion percentage. That's good for 2nd in the league. 10 touchdowns, good for 9th. 2 interceptions, among the best in the league. And only 179 attempts getting it all done, which is mid 15th, as the kids say. Maybe mid doesn't work. I don't know.
That's not right.
No, he's better than he's excellent. He's excellent. He's an MVP candidate. He is a top 5 quarterback in the league this year, elevating a team that is not as good as it's shown. And I don't think there's an argument against that. He's undoubtedly elevating the team's success. You can count on your hand 2 or 3 of these wins that they don't get with anybody else under center since Tom Brady. So give me your opinion here on Drake May, Bobby. Ray doesn't like it, but he is in the MVP voting. His odds went from plus 10,000 to plus 1,800 in a mere 3 to 4 weeks. I'll leave it with you. Yes, the competition is going to come back around here for the Patriots. They're going to have to play some tough teams, and maybe the Bills aren't what they are supposed to be, but they're kind of like that every year. They downplay all the time. They're still talented. But Drake May, your MVP candidate quarterback for the New England Patriots. Your thoughts on that game in Nolans?
That was the first game I think we've watched in years where you watched the game from beginning to end, and it just felt like the Patriots were the better team and they were going to win the game the whole time. It was an odd feeling that you haven't had since, again, the Brady Patriots. They came out there, they established what they were going to do. The Saints made their plays, but it just never felt like the game was really in doubt. There was big plays. They had, I think the 3 touchdown passes were all 25 yards plus. They had the other 50-yard touchdown that was taken away by Diggs erroneously touching another person. So hopefully that can not happen again. But they were he was throwing the ball down the field, big plays. It's just something that this type of quarterback play we're not used to seeing with the Patriots. But the record flips without Drake May and him moving around in the pocket. The offensive line play is sustainable. It's okay. But he played a near perfect pocket presence game against the Saints with his little moves and then getting rid of the ball. It was his best game by far in his career. It's not even close. You could say the second half in the Bills game was when his nuts dropped, but he played the best football on Sunday.
Which the Saints notoriously don't blitz, and they blitz 48% of the time against the Patriots this week. And
whoops.
Yeah, they backfired on them big time, and Drake May did well in the pocket once again.
I'll just say, so I was at the game, and obviously it's a different experience, and sometimes you miss a lot being at the game, but we had like upper deck 50-yard line, so I got a pretty good broad eye view. Drake May just looks like the superior athlete on any given play. There was one, it's been talked about a couple of times. I heard someone talking about it. There was a backside rush coming off of his blind side, and we were staring at it, and like everybody in the stadium was about to get up and go nuts as Saints fans because it looked like there was going to be a big sack, maybe strip sack, and Drake May just kind of avoided it with like a little speed, a little deke here and there. Eventually, I think that was the play. He threw the ball out of bounds lefty, like just for an incomplete pass, but would have been a big sack, maybe a fumble with the way it was shaping up. From week 1 till now, like he didn't have that in his bag 2 weeks ago. He didn't have that. So that's the most impressive thing for me. the acceleration in his growth over 4 weeks, 5 weeks, is pretty insane. I don't even know who to compare that to.
Confidence level has gone up. It's just, he always just looked like the game was moving too fast, and that like we know he was an athlete and it would come out at points, but like now it seems like things are clicking for him and he's starting to play fast.
And a good demonstration of that, nice segue here, is his pass catchers. So the first couple weeks of the year, it was either Hunter Henry had a really good game. We know Diggs had the good game against Buffalo. He targeted Booty early in the year for some touchdowns. On Sunday,
he made you eat crow. He made you eat crow, Richard. Say it.
Who's that?
Pop Douglas.
I mean, let's pump the fucking brakes on that a second.
Oh, now wait, come on. You want to talk MVP Drake May? Pop Douglas fucking shined this week.
Pop Douglas had 3 catches, one of which was wide open, 50 yards down the field.
You gotta catch the ball.
Schemed out of Josh McDaniels' wet dreams to be that open down the field. The other, shut up, Ray. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Demario Douglas, 3 catches, 71 yards, 50 of them came on one play. Okay, so it was nice to see him. Good to see you, Demario. We've been heard about you for 4 fucking years. Glad you showed up wide open down the field because someone schemed you open. Yeah, Demario Douglas showed up, Ray. I'll eat the crow, you dumb bitch. Booty, 5 catches, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns, your lead receiver. The greater point I was trying to make here, Drake May's comfortability within the offense. 3 catches for Douglas, 3 catches for Diggs, 2 catches for Collins, 3 catches for Henry, couple to the backs. He's popping that ball around, which tells me his eyes are across different parts of the field. He's not just focusing on a read and running. And again, that'd be one thing if it's like next year and we're like, wow, nice improvement, Drake. He wasn't doing this 2 weeks ago.
He wasn't doing it the first game of the season. Remember against Vegas?
Right. That was fucking 6 weeks ago. My greater point is he wasn't doing it 2 weeks ago. The math on that and the calendar. Sorry, you worked me up with the fucking pop.
And in those 2 weeks, he became an MVP candidate.
In those 2 weeks, he has now become an MVP candidate.
You guys
went
are assholes.
From just a guy to now an MVP, which probably he should win, I would say, at this point in stage. Probably lock it in. Put that money down. Fucking prick. God, it's we do these on Tuesdays. I don't like to get this worked up. Thursdays was one thing. Now we're on Tuesdays. I gotta get the rest of the week.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
All fucking rubbed up with goddamn Demario Douglas. Demario Douglas might not catch a ball for the rest of the season.
I was gonna say that after you were in your head. He's not gonna show up anymore.
You start with Drake May, and with Drake May, he's playing out of his booty. We got some other good things to get to, including the O-line, the coaching. I think it all has to do with why Drake's playing so well. One of the reasons he's could be playing better and be a true MVP candidate, get that 300-yard game potentially, is the complete lack of run game from this team. They are currently 7th worst in yards per game at 91. They've got the 4th worst yards per carry at 3.5. When you go into the deeper analytics, their yards after first contact is last in the NFL, I believe. So as soon as these guys get touched, they're going down. And that was no more evident than in this game with Ramondre Stevenson, who was fully compromised, fully has the yips with the fumble thing, 2 hands on the ball, no elusiveness, just runs into a guy and is focusing on not fumbling it. And it's going to be hard to have success doing it that way. And your other running back's a rookie who clearly the game's a little bit too fast for him still at this point in his rookie campaign.
Wait. Bobby, didn't you say that was the steal of the draft?
I don't recall saying that. No.
Fucking shows of violence tonight, didn't you, Ray? God.
I don't believe saying that. No.
Jesus. If you want to look at that, you can blame. So running game, generally you go back to the offensive line, but clearly these backs have something to do with it, specifically Ramondre Stevenson, their lead back, leads the league in fumbles with one game. We know he's a mess when it comes to that. And you can tell, you can see it when he's running. I mean, we saw it in the upper deck, the holes that he was missing. Like, if this was a Tuesday at Irene's, you would be shunned. You'd be shunned forever for missing those holes. You have to fucking hit it and smack it and make it bleed. That's what you need to do when you see holes that big. And Ramondre Stevenson just went the opposite way. It was like, here's the hole, here's the butt cheek. Ramondre Stevenson was poking butt cheeks all fucking game. Could not insert. And I think that's because his head's not in the game. And I don't think it's an offensive line problem, Roberto. Let me give you these stats. The rush, whatever this means, the rush stuff rate, they're 6th.
Ask your mother. She knows about stuff rate.
The rush stuff rate was 6th best in the league at only 13.2% of the time, which basically I would assume means when they run the ball, they get stuffed like Irene's mouth. The 13th best yards before contact per rush. So before contact, they're getting the 13th most yards. After contact, they're the worst in the league. I don't know. You do the math. You think it's an offensive line problem, or do you think it's a talent problem in the back?
Talent.
Go ahead, Raymond.
No, it's definitely talent. I mean, I think, like you said, Ramondre Stevenson has the yips, can't get over it. You lost Antonio Gibson for the season, and like you said, the rookie running back is just, starstruck right now out there. I think the trade deadline is going to come, and you're going to see them using draft assets to go get another running back, because obviously this crew can't do it, and anyone on the practice squad or free agent wise is not going to be good enough. So hopefully you can get a disgruntled running back that wants out of said team and come here to be the leading back for this team, because Ramondre just won't be that guy.
Bobby?
I think it's two things. I think it's one, the running backs aren't playing well. I think secondarily, I think teams are still playing a lot of players in the box, forcing Drake May to beat him because of how they saw the team play last year. I think that now, after they're putting on tape after tape of them pushing the ball down the field and being able to do it successful, teams will start to come out of the box, and the Patriots will be able to run the ball a little bit better because they won't be pressed up on the line so much.
It's a good point. And my greater point, living on borrowed time, there's no adjustments from the Saints in that game. They're a bad team. They're a badly coached team. The Panthers are a bad team. You're going to run into Titans just fired their coach. They're up next week. They're a bad team. Like
Browns.
You go against Browns, defensively, they should be the best challenge you face here in this run. But
no, the Bucs are. The Bucs are the best that you face.
Okay. Cool. The point here is the competition is not great, and you can take advantage of that and win, even though you're not playing your best. The offensive line, just to shift gears here, one site has them ranked as the 15th best based on team OLI grade, which is 71.3. Based on this, there's a lot of numbers here. I'm not going to go through every one, but basically, Mike and Garrett Bradbury grades out the best. I don't think we can trust that. I did get this other stat from @Will Campbell Lover on Instagram, so I'm sure this is legit. The 2025 True Pass Set grade, if you're familiar with that, which I'm sure you all are, the Patriots rank first in the NFL with an average grade of their tackles at 66, an average grade of guard 62, an average grade of center 66. Gives them a league best 65 average for pass blocking in the NFL this year. Does that add up to you? Does that make sense?
That last stat, no. I think 15th it means they're average, which I think is fair. They're an average NFL line.
Yeah, I would think that's more in line with it. The other stat I heard is they allowed close to 48% rush during the Saints game, and that felt right. It felt like the backfield
was having to move significantly during that game.
Yeah, it felt like the pocket was crowded. But back to this MVP of ours, he didn't make it look like that. He was fluid.
Like,
we're going to throw it over. A quick break here, unless you have any final thoughts on the offensive side of the ball before we get into some of the Patriots defense, coaching, the referees. We want to talk about that. Time in the dome. Any final thoughts here on the Patriots offense and Drake May MVP?
Nope.
Okay, let's over the headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. Once again, our New England Patriots sit atop the AFC East after partying down on Bourbon Street, throwing beads with Dallas, and throwing up on a Gator tour. Then they took down the New Orleans Saints 25-19.
You did those things. No one else did those things. You did those things because you're weak.
I am weak. Drake May is now being compared to Jesus Christ and is up for the Nobel Peace Prize after stopping all wars across the globe. Red Sox are dead, but postseason baseball isn't.
Your mom twice.
And the Seattle Mariners are on the brink of making their very first World Series appearance as they are up 2-0 to the Toronto Blue Jays, while on the NL side, the Dodgers are up 1-0 against the Milwaukee Brewers. Bobby, thoughts? Moving on. Pie in my face once again because the Bruins are good. 4 games in, and they are 3-1. They look gritty and don't give a fuck kind of team. Maybe I'll pay up the $30 a month for the Nessun app. No. And finally, Bobby Vine's inspiration for life and goals in life. Joe Mazzulla and the Boston Celtics open up the season next Wednesday night against the Philadelphia 76ers, who will probably have Joel Embiid and Paul George on the injury report. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you there, Richard. I don't know.
The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Mazzulla and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
Vacation. I'm gonna quay all these. I'm gonna fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q.